Good afternoon and welcome everybody to the Sunday call. It is wonderful to be here with all of you. I am regaining my strength and feeling good. So I love you all, and here we are. It's like mid-January already. Is that crazy? How did that happen? It has been a little bit of a rocky road. I know for a lot of people, as the year started, and it's kind of been a slow going for the year. And I really feel it's important when we enter into a new year to get really clear on what it is that the foundation of is for our year, and to take that time out to really set our intentions and get clear. And sometimes the year just starts to get rolling, and I feel that what they're showing me is this year is going to go really fast. It's kind of a slow going to get going, but once it does, it's going to be like boom. So taking the time out to set our intentions and get really clear what we want to seed into creation is so valuable and so important to do each year, with the strong remembering that whatever is unfolding is absolutely divine and perfect as it is, because it is, and surrendering to the highest evolution that's taking place for our highest good. But that doesn't mean that we still don't seed with our intent what it is that we want, because we are incredibly masterful creators that can bring into form and reality anything as we put our energy toward it. So it's that fine balance that we're always talking about between surrendering, letting go, and opening up to the flow of the universe to move with it as it is unfolding, and simultaneously intending and putting into place what it is that we want to create and taking action. You know, when anything that is born into creation, there's an act of movement, of coming together of the male and female energy, of creating, and movement occurs, right? In making love and connecting to bring the seed and to bring it together to birth something. And then once the intent is done and the act is done and we have put in place, then we let go and we surrender. And the baby, we allow the innate intelligence of our body and the universe to do what it does. We don't push it or want to make it happen faster than it's naturally happening. It has that gestation period and then it occurs. But we still need to get things going. So today is about getting things going, right? It's about seeding our creation. And back in 2017, Raphael shared information with me about working really strongly with the Vesica Pisces, which is right here behind me. And for many of you who are in our membership and do classwork with us, you're very familiar with this symbol and how I use it for manifesting. And so this may be a review for you, but it's a review for me as well, and important to get out some of those old tools, put them in place, and work diligently for a period of time with the energy to get the energy moving in our Taurus field. So when we're working with the Vesica Pisces, the idea is, that we're tuning into that infinite space of nothingness, right? That black void of creation itself, the black light. We're tapping into that energy, and then we're drawing a circle around it. We're beginning to contain the space of infinite possibilities and hold it in some type of energetic form. And then we are adding on top of it another circle. So it's the male and the female, divine masculine, divine feminine, merging together. And in the center there is that almond shape, or in Italian, I think they say it mandorla and shape, right? That shape also kind of shows up sometimes in Christian things as well, and so it's a very potent and powerful symbol and shape within the center of the Vesica Pisces. What Raphael asked me to do with that Vesica Pisces is to add in, preferably really, the Fibonacci spiral, but we're just putting a spiral to energetically represent that spiral that is inside everything in nature and is so spectacular and beautiful that we find everywhere. And we place that in the center of the spiral. back in 2017, I was going through some major health issues, huge life transformation on so many levels, including financial stuff came up for me, and I was struggling financially. And I was working with this energy to create more abundance in my life. And it was specifically financial abundance. I think that there was a part of me that had a belief system that I had a lot of people in my life and around me who were very wealthy. And I saw, I wouldn't use the word, there was a little disillusioned by some of their behavior with it. And I think I energetically somehow equated that with something negative and started to form a negative belief around money. And since then, I've let that go big time. And I'm like, money is just energy, and it's great to share and to give to others and to receive and to have fun with and to travel and to enjoy life and to do good things with it. So I'm not carrying that limiting belief anymore. But I know that it's not necessarily an easy limiting belief to let go of, and that some people still have a whole hard time with it. And it can even go not only in this lifetime, but some of those beliefs and even vows we can make in past lives that we're carrying through into this lifetime. And sometimes they can be quite intense, and it really takes courage and diligence to work through the limiting beliefs to release them. So although we've done this work before, as we go into class on Monday, I want to go through some of it again, but in a different way, in a more playful way. And Casey will come in and help us in releasing and identifying those limiting beliefs, which might be showing up for you in abundance. It could be in health, it could be in relationships, it could be in work. It can come up in lots of different areas. But that's a different spiral. So this spiral is the creation spiral. I have another spiral I work with that where we work with the limiting belief to release it, which opens up space in our arc field for the creation process. That spiral is actually looks like this, except it's black. And instead of the spiral inside the Vesica Pisces going clockwise, it goes counterclockwise. And we go through a ritual and a sacred process in releasing. But I want to share with you today how this works so that you can apply it in your own life and use it. And then we'll go into meditation and see where Raphael takes us. But what I do when I work with this, and I'm going to give the example of abundance in actual money. So for me, that's not something I'm working on for this year. I'm working on health, work, and some love and family stuff, right? And so those are different ones. But I will continue to say the energetic statement, which I haven't said in a while, but might as well add it in, right? About wealth and abundance as well. And after really like hashing it out, I came up with a statement back in 2017, and I worked with this Vesica Pisces. And the statement that I had was, I am. And remember, when you're putting your affirmations together, it's really powerful to always start with I am. And everything needs to, of course, and you guys, I know 99% of you already know all this. It's a review, but it never hurts to go over it, right? Is to be in the positive. You don't say, like, I've got this ringing in my ears. I don't want to say, I don't want to have any more ringing in my ears, because of course that's just amplifying more ringing. So I am feeling the beautiful experience of silence and the harmonious feeling of balance, perhaps, right? Something that is moving you forward in what it is you are wanting. You never want to put in your statement any do's, don't, not anything that is in the negative. So for the financial statement, I wrote, I am accepting the universe's gifts of unlimited financial wealth, period. And so it is. And what I love about this statement is I remember when I was writing it back then, I was like, oh, okay, I am wealthy because I have shared so many of my things with people, and I'm going to do good things with it. Like I was trying to somehow justify the wealth by what I was going to do with it, how I was going to help people, like all the good things that were going to come from it. And the person that I was working with was like, why are you doing that? It's just energy that you can accept freely without condition. Why are you putting conditions on it? And that really helped me identify the limiting belief that I had that was like, oh, well, you're only allowed to receive and be deserving of this if X, Y, and Z. But no, it can just be, you can just allow it and accept it and receive it, to be in receiving. Receiving is still something I'm working on in this lifetime. I'm getting a lot better at it. So I am accepting the universe's gifts of unlimited financial wealth, and so it is. So when you write your Vesica, when you have your Vesica Pisces, you're going to get a piece of paper. You can get a plate out of the cabinet, make two circles, have them overlap. You can have them overlap this much or more. The spiral starts in the center. So you stand in front of it, you put your finger in the center, and that's where you're going to put um, your pencil or whatever, right? And you're going to draw it clockwise. So it goes like this. And what I do is I write, I am right there in the center. Now you're looking at me on a computer, so it's probably a mirrored example, but just look at it and go clockwise, like you're going around a clock. And you write, I am accepting the universe's gifts of unlimited financial wealth, and so it is. Now, my new statement for this year, I'm working on health. So I am living in a grounded, beautiful, radiant, healthy, strong, vital, harmonious body. Maybe you're working on that or work. I am connecting and collaborating with experts in consciousness to share the Master Ascension Light Codes with millions of people around the earth to build a network of life for the new earth. That's something that just sort of came through right before I got on the call around work. So it might be whatever it is for you, it is. And whatever that is perfect. Now, people always say to me, oh, but I have more than one. How can I want abundance and I want to meet somebody and I want my family relationships to be better and I want to have good health and I want to have great work. Of course, we want to have everything. You can take the elements, right, and make one sentence that really energetically holds that. And when we are in our membership, we'll be working on like refining that and coming to clarity on what that is for you next week and the week after. But if not, if there's one thing that's really like kind of overshadowing everything else, just focus on that. Doesn't mean that you don't focus on the others. You can come back in and do it. Then after, and I'm going to do a meditation and channel today. So but I did want to just go through this process with you guys. After you write it down, what Raphael had guided and told me to do is to make it big. So I did. I made mine big. You can just do it on a piece of paper or go to the store and get like a bigger poster paper or something. I did it in gold. Gold is very powerful. I actually slept with gold. I got gold coins even when I was financially struggling, and I kind of put them all over my body and I slept with them. I know it's crazy. This for me was a very pivotal time in my life and a big change. And when I go into the idea of I am accepting the universe's gifts of unlimited financial wealth, and so it is, I feel like I fully created that. Now, am I a multimillionaire? No. But can I do kind of what I want to do and go where I want, enjoy myself, and not really have to think about it? Yeah. And so that's what I created through this process. Did it happen in the 30 days of me doing my spiral? No, it took some time, but it totally came and it totally showed up in the most unexpected way when I let go and trusted in that. And it's here. And I feel like, okay, I'm vibrating and resonating with that now. And now I want to resonate with other things. Like, that's great. That's fun. All right. What's next? So, you can say, I'm giving this example of this sentence because it worked for me and it was powerful for me, but you're going to come up with what works for you. If you want to use my affirmation, go for it. If it resonates with you, fabulous, but pick what works for you. Okay, so once you have established the Vesica Pisces, once you have the spiral written in and you write like along the spiral and you always want to finish it as, and so it is. Then you stand in front of the spiral. As you stand in front of the spiral, you point at it. Before you do that, I want you to get into a high state, a high vibration. So if you never want to create or manifest anything from a place of feeling really low, or this isn't going to work, or okay, I'm going to do it, but I don't feel like doing it, forget it, it's never going to work. You have to get your vibration up. So easy ways to do that is there you can see the spiral. Is that helpful? I'll come back and forth. It's not complicated. It's two circles and a spiral in the center. Okay. Um, where was I? Gratitude, obviously, right? We all know quick way to raise our vibration. If if you haven't taken the gratitude light code, you may want to pop into our membership and take that. Remember, when you guys are members, you have access to all 17 codes that we've done to date, 400 hours of content. It is a lot of stuff and it's super helpful. And I would love for you to like come and be with us. But anyway, one of the key things in the gratitude light code is to, we all know about gratitude journals, how important gratitude is. Everyone's like, yeah, we get it. But are you doing it? Do you write it down every morning? Are you holding a high vibration of gratitude? Is so key. Some things, tools that are helpful for that is to categorize it so you can move into gratitude around your body, around nature, around God or spirit or the universe, however you connect with higher dimensions, around even things like your Apple computer, like without it, we're not communicating, right? And people in your life. Okay, those are helpful. And if you work with that beforehand, or you tune into your happy place, I call it the place where you really feel joy and you just visualize that and get your vibration up, that's when you want to start to stand in front of your Vesica Pisces and your spiral and begin to do the work. You stand up, you're in a high vibration, you're feeling joy. As Casey would say, you can even just do this, put your hands up and go, so happy. How happy are you? So happy, so happy. And you just get your vibe up. You stand in front of the Vesica Pisces, you point at it and you say, I am accepting the universe's gifts of unlimited financial wealth, and so it is. And then you spiral and you pull it energetically into your heart. You always want to bring it into the heart center, right? That's the 0 point. That's the space in between everything. This is the year of the 8. If you take the number 8, which is the Vesica Pisces, expand it a little, turn it on its side, you also get the 8. The 0 point is that point of nothingness, that stillness of everything. Same thing within the Vesica Pisces. That's our point of creation. We always want to bring it into our heart. Then we need to bring it down. We got to ground it into the earth. That's where the Earth Star code comes in handy. We bring the energy down into the Earth Star. We ground it into the core. We ground it into our Earth Star, into the cube. We anchor it in. We send love, all the love that we have in our heart, down into the cube, down into the earth. We honor Mother Earth and we invite her to send that same love that we are sending to her back up. And we feel that energy coming up into the heart. And then we shoot it up our pranic tube, up into the galactic core, into the soul star. We go up into those higher realms. We tune into that energy. We send all the love we have and we bring it back down. And then we start to move with the Taurus field. The Taurus field, if you're not familiar with it, is a toric field of energy around our aura field, very powerful. We all have one. And sometimes it gets blocked. Sometimes it has energetic stuff in it. Sometimes it's not moving. And we want it to always be active and moving. I've been sick for a few weeks and I was like, oh, I'm clogged up. My energetic toric field was out of balance, out of sync. I wasn't in my center. I wasn't centered in my knowing, right? I needed time to rest, to rejuvenate, to self-care. And so we're always aware when our Taurus field isn't working, but we want to be conscious of it and moving it around our body, get that energy moving. And once we do that, then we just come into a place of gratitude and we visualize. Visualization, old tool, like this is old school basic stuff. You guys know this. Move into that visualization, but using all 5 senses. So I am the master creator of my experience and I choose whatever it is you're choosing, or I am accepting the universe's gifts of unlimited financial wealth, which is our example, then go in and say, okay, that is already true. I've already stepped into that energetically. I am already living that. I'm in deep gratitude for that. What does that look like? Really visualize, what do you see in your life when that is, which it already is true, because it is true on a timeline in this now moment somewhere. It's already happening. What's happening? And really see it. Okay, I see it. Can I hear it? What does it sound like that that's true? Like, what are people saying? What are the sounds I am hearing? What am I tasting in my mouth? What am I feeling and touching? Tune in, visualize it, and spend time uh, emanating that energy into the Taurus field. So, because what you're doing in the process, which seems like a simple process, but is very powerful, is you are pulling in from the space of emptiness and nothingness all of the molecular energy, right, from the quantum field into your energy field, elevating your vibration, and then you're resonating with it as if it already is, which it is in some timeline. And you're holding that for a period of time. And then your whole electromagnetic field believes that that is reality. And then it simply just mirrors back to you the truth of what is that you're projecting out, because unconsciously we may not realize that we may be projecting out into our Taurus field, I am not deserving of money, or it's never going to work out, or I can't figure this out, or this piece is too hard for me, or I don't know how to make this happen, or whatever it is that you're telling yourself, which is that limiting belief, right? That is embedded in your auric field, in your Taurus field, that we want to move beyond into a higher resonance and begin spinning that out of our experience. Okay, is that helpful? I know that was just kind of like a whirlwind, but I just think that it's beautiful information that we received from Raphael, and I just want to make sure everybody has access to it. Now, I've taught a whole class on it called I Am Creation, which in the membership you have access to. I think it's 16 modules and hours of delving deep into this process, and also on how to release the limiting beliefs. And in the membership, you have access to it. Starting tomorrow, we will go in and we're going to work with the Earth Star and the Starseed Origin Code to open up the space, right? This was interesting. People who are ascended masters in my program energetically hold certain codes. And Cecile held the code of the Starseed Origin Code. And we were talking on Zoom yesterday and just getting her insights around the code. And she said, reminded me that Raphael at one point had said, the deeper you go in terms of being grounded, right, into the core and anchoring in, the higher you go. And that's such an important and profound lesson, especially for me as well. I tend to be in the heavens with the angels, in the ethers, up here, but not here. In my heart, yeah, I can totally be in my heart, like open my heart and give. But in my body, like really grounded in my body, like feeling my body, and grounded on the earth and in the earth and totally present in the presence of 3D. And I think this happens a lot in the spiritual community, is what we call a spiritual bypass, right? We want to be up here with the star beings and the galactic energies and the angels and in the heavens and swirling around. But sometimes it can be a way to avoid being here, feeling what you need to feel now, what's happening now. We are still operating in this dimension. We are moving still, as far as I'm aware, through time and space, and presence in pure gratitude and presence in the moment and sacredness and ceremony and being present is so powerful and important, and something that I've neglected in my lifetime. I'm really, really slowing down. And that was one of the messages I was getting for this year. It's really about slowing down. We don't have to rush through everything. Just like, okay, just being really present and in our bodies. So when we're creating that part where we bring the energy in and we bring it into our heart and we ground it down, that is key. It has to get anchored in this dimension. Otherwise, whatever we're creating is happening energetically, of course, but we are not resonating and connecting to it so that it's not forming in our reality because it is operating in a system that isn't anchoring in. And so this anchoring in, I've been so attracted to red lately. I said to my husband this morning, can we paint our bedroom red? And he was like, what? My whole house is like grays and whites and blues, right? As he's like, maybe you should buy a red sweater. Let's start there. And I was like, okay, well, I do wear red lipstick. Maybe I will get a red sweater. Um, Maybe I'll even get some red underwear. Grounding, right? Red, 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 red into the grounding into the earth. So, reminding you guys to do that. So what I want to do today is bring in Raphael. We have 30 minutes left. And what they're showing me in meditation this morning, and I have learned how to meditate with this sound in my head. The sound in my head goes like this, 24/7. And I have to say, I'm adapting. I'm totally adapting, and realizing that I can move beyond it in meditation. I can still receive my downloads. So I got the download this morning. This is what they're telling me. They were like, okay, take the Vesica Pisces. So you guys see it, place it on the floor. So it becomes a portal then, right? A portal where we can spiral down into the Earth core, into the cube, into our Earth star. Then place it above and it becomes another portal, right? Into the galactic, into the star beings. And they were saying, okay, well, this year is about connecting and collaborating, working together. So yes, we are that's so funny. Yes, red underwear. We are glad you guys got a kick out of that. I actually bought some. They're not sexy red underwear though. They're just plain, but they are red. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking about this. This is ridiculous. So we gotta have some fun, right? I mean, it's all so silly. The whole thing's a big cosmic joke. All right, so we've got the Vesica Pisces on the floor. That is a portal down into the Earth star. We got the Vesica Pisces above us. So I want to go into meditation and remember that as we're working and we're collaborating, sorry, my camera's a little weird. That of course we can receive help. And I can't tell you how many people I talk to and they're like, the angels aren't helping me. I'm like, did you ask people? Did you ask? um, you really got to ask. So we're going to ask for helpers on the process. If you guys are not in my membership and you want to do this process anyway, I just want to remind you, you want to do it for like 30 days. We're going to work as a community and keep each other accountable and start on Monday and work through it and do it together, and that kind of gets you going. But if not, just make sure you just don't do it for one day or two or three. I think it's what, like 28 days to change a habit or 21 or something. Definitely do it at least that or more, because you want to fully integrate it. But we can have helpers. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go into meditation, bring in Raphael. This will be the first time I've channeled in a month, so God willing, it will go well. And we're going to go down through that portal, which energetically I want you to visualize beneath you, spiraling down and go into the core and ask and invite whoever or whatever would like to rise up from beneath, to come up into our toric field, into our energy field, to support us in our creation process. And that image that will appear for you may be something totally unexpected. It could be a goddess or a god or an angel, or it could be an elemental or a flower or a crystal or a mineral or a leaf, or it could be something completely that you're not thinking about at all, or it could be multiple things. And we want to then bring that energy up. Maybe it's ayahuasca, I don't know, right? Who knows what it is? Whatever wants to appear to help you with your creation. So, what is it that you want to create? What are you working on? Maybe you're working on a relationship, meeting a lover, you're single. Maybe you want to really expand and grow a business or move into a new job, or you have a vision of something you want to create that's spectacular. You want to travel or you want to get healthy. I don't know. Um, and so have your intent clear on what that is, and we'll go down and invite whatever comes up. And then we're going to go up through into the galactic realm. I like to work with the Syrian elders. I have strong connection with them. But for you, it might be somebody else or something energetically else that comes up in the heavens, and see who shows up for you. And we're going to bring that energy down. And then we're just going to invite them to come in. It could be an ancestor. It could be somebody who's passed away. It could be a real person, like somebody who's alive right now in your life might just totally appear through the meditation, meaning I need to collaborate with that person. I need to partner with them. Or I need to call them, or an old friend you haven't talked to in a long time. Maybe you need to rekindle a relationship or connection in some way, or an old boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know. All right. So be totally open to what comes up. Okay, so let's do that. Hopefully I can keep it to this 28-minute that we have left. Unlikely. Oh my God, I will do my best not to go over time, but I don't know that we can do this in that amount of time. And I also have to be somewhere. Okay, a lot of me chatting. This is going to be the new me because I have to channel less and talk more. 56 chats. Oh my God. How am I going to answer all that? I don't know. We'll have to look later. Okay. All right. You guys ready? Everybody close their eyes and get comfortable. I'm going to turn off the mic and we are going to tone. All right. Let's see. Ow, ow. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
No, we are very delighted to be here with all of you, as many energies are here today and present as you are bringing in whatever it is that is needed at this time to propel you forward as you are moving through this year. For a deep understanding and recognition that you are in for quite a ride of a roller coaster in some ways, as the energy will peak and come up and down in rapid energetic ways that at times will be quite surprising, but may bring a laugh to your belly or great excitement, just as it does on a roller coaster. And we encourage you to go along for the ride and to enjoy it, and to know that it is leading to a place of great beauty as you are moving very rapidly through these different energetic portals or passageways that are occurring. For there is a doorway that is ahead, and many of you are going through a deep initiation process. meaning you are being initiated into a higher order of realms. And through that, there is at times much releasing and letting go that is required of you. And we are in honor of this for all of you and recognition for what is taking place. And it is that Kelly is very busy chatting today, and we were wondering if we would get in a word in edgewise. But we are very happy to be here and to be back and to attune to and the recalibration of her body. We do want to assure her, for we are here for all of you, but her as well, that this sound that she is hearing will dissipate over time and disappear so she can be at peace with the deep resonance and knowing of this. And in the speaking of it aloud with so many others to be a witness to it, it expands this truth. And so it is the same for you in the creating of whatever it is you are wanting to create. It is the announcing of it, and it is the sharing it in the knowing and the commanding and the demanding that it be, and that it is so with an absolute knowing without wavering, that is extraordinarily supportive in the creation process. And it is not only in the announcing of it, the singing about whatever it is that is happening with such a deep recognition and glory for its creation. It is the invitation, such as I am here as Archangel Raphael, to love and adore all of you and to support you in your energetic awakening and the light fully activating within the DNA and the cellular structure of your being as your light bodies are amplifying more and more light each and every day that is passing. It is that other energies, in addition to my own, of course, are here in ways to support you. And so, with that, taking a nice deep breath and breathing in and letting go, and allowing the energy to come inside to your body and feeling the energy in the presence of the here and now, bringing your hand to your heart and breathing in and saying aloud, I love you. I love you. And with that, I, as Archangel Raphael, am saying to all of you with a deep, genuine, sacred knowing within my being that I too love you, connecting and opening up the heart center, opening up the pinpoint or the 0 point within the heart and allowing it to expand, remembering that at times the heart aches, at times it is broken and feels sorrow. And yet, it is an indicator that you are here in the presence of the human experience and alive. It is pumping and radiating blood that is moving through and around and pulsating within your body. And it is this life force energy that is part of the human experience. Connecting into this life force energy and recognizing that it is tethered and rooted like a tree down into the soil and into the earth, where it receives much nutrients and much energy, and that this energy is accessible and available to you as you may search and attune to its vibration and receives the gifts in which it has for you in this now moment. Begin to visualize that you are standing or sitting in the center of the Vesica Pisces, between two circles that are overlapping and a spiral in the center, and you're standing upon it, allowing the spiral now to spiral down and for you to move with it. As I am counting from 5 to 0, you're going to go deeper and deeper into the earth. And you can double this or quadruple this if you're wanting to go into a deeper and deeper state. Any noises that you hear will fade into the background as you are only and completely focused now on my voice, spiraling down into the earth. 5, further and further down, spiraling through the core of the earth itself. 4, deeper and deeper. 3, even deeper past large bodies of water. 2, and even deeper past something unknown to man. 1, and all the way down into an area that opens that is cavernous and hollow. 0, you are inside the inner earth, and inside here is an entire world that is occurring and taking place. The vibration of this place is vibrating with the color red, and the frequency of this vibration is everywhere. As you are inside this inner earth now, in this open space, I want you to bring your attention to the color red and to the square red, seeing red as a square. And now allowing that red square or cube to turn into an image. An image will slowly come into formation, or it may have already arrived. This image is for you. It could be a being, it could be a goddess or god, it could be a flower or plant or crystal or something else, an ancestor, an indigenous one, an instrument. Take a moment now and just allow whatever is rising up to show itself to you. Whatever is appearing is here for you to support you in your creation process. They are coming as a guide to care for you and to be with you during this time. Take a moment and to begin to describe, even out loud if you're wanting, what appeared and what is occurring. Who is it that is there? What are they saying or doing? Or what message is coming forward? Aware of awareness itself. As you are receiving whatever is there for you, there is another energy that is coming in for everyone listening today. This energy is very powerful and very strong. This energy is not well known to many and is keeping its name quiet for today. But this energy's skin color is dark, like a darker brown, and it has the most beautiful green eyes and flowing black hair. They are fierce and intense, this energy, but strong. They are dancing and moving around a fire, and the fire is bright and lit. They are beating strongly on a drum, and they are dancing, and the rain starts to come, and it is coming in so quickly, and they are drenched in the rain. They are holding also a rattle, and they are moving that. And beneath them, there are energies moving and swirling around them and you. They are going deeper and deeper into the earth as they are stabilizing the energetic fields within the cube. And they are pulling up a root of sorts. This root contains certain qualities that are very grounding and supportive. And they are going over to the fire now, and they are making a cup of tea with these herbs. These herbs are very powerful and they support you. They are asking you to come and to sit with them now around the fire. You are connecting with this very indigenous, grounded, powerful energy anchored in the soil and the mud and the dirt, and allowing yourself to feel raw and connected to this raw, energetic energy and power. As you look into the beautiful eyes of this being, that are such green, like the green of springtime on the trees, vibrant green that you don't usually see as they are piercing through into your being and your energetic soul. They ask you to share with them your deepest desire that you have in this now moment, whatever it is that that may be. Share with them what it is that you wish now more than anything, and share with them what it would feel like if that in which you wish right now were so, and attuned to that, recognizing the power that resides within your being and all that is in front of you. They turn for a minute and a pathway opens. And as you look down the pathway, you see yourself in the future 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 12 months ahead. And there they show you the passageway that you can take, the pathway that you can move toward, and they show your future self on the pathway where you are. They show you what is happening, what you are doing, who is there with you, the adventures you're taking, the places you're going, the feelings you're experiencing, the abundance around you, the vitality and the health in your body, the vibrance, the connection, the expanding of your work, the connecting and attuning to those you love, the new people and new energies coming in and openings happening, and all of this and more. And along the pathway, you see yourself joyfully and blissfully dancing and celebrating and igniting this energy inside of you and opening your heart to be of service to humanity and to the highest vibrations for the new earth. And they show you these possibilities. They also show you that miracles in every way are possible, connections in new and profound ways that you have never felt or experienced before, new talents, understandings, teachings, and experiences, all taking place simultaneously within the holographic field, yet compartmentalized into segments that are your human experience for the year 2024. They open the passageway for you. And as they are doing this, they take in and merge vibrationally your requests. What are your requests? What are you creating? What is your year? What are you choosing on this vast, infinite menu of life? And in doing so, they energetically bring this energy and vibration as they stir it amongst the herbs and the powerful sequences of geometric patterns that are embedded within the water that is merging with the herbs to make this tea that is of the color brown like a mud and yet filled with magic as it is beaming with the steam and becoming warm and prepared and simmered just for you. You begin to sense that there is something so magical inside this formula, a formula that is the creation of your year, that is embedded with the knowledge and wisdom of the highest timeline for your human experience and all of that in which you choose to feel, to know, to experience, to embody, and to be within this moment and this time and the times of the future self in its highest form. And as this merges with this potent and magical formula, this beautiful goddess that is intense and a bit overwhelming, has a bit of a warrior vibration to her. She stands so strong, so grounded, so firm within who it is that she is. And you hear the beating and the sound and the pulsation of the earth and the instruments that rise. She comes closer to you, and as you open your heart, she hands to you so gracefully this cup, this tea of sorts for you. If you are wanting, you can add to it right now anything else you are wanting to connect, to bring in, knowing it is not the last time you will visit her, the last time you'll receive this tea, for it is always moving and shifting. But for today, for now, perhaps it has enough to absorb, to integrate into your energetic and holographic field within your Taurus field to become true. And you take the tea to your mouth, and as you sip it, you digest it energetically, and with it, it becomes alive. And lines start to move through your blood and your system, energies of wires and golden threads moving past and through everything as they accumulate and merge within, inside, and behind your solar plexus into your dantian as an expanded light grows there. And this light begins to project lines of energy like golden threads that are coming out the center of your solar plexus. And as they do so, they meet your future self on a timeline of perfect health and abundance, creativity, expansion, service, love, open heartedness, connection, and more. Attuning to all the tea and the energies that have been implanted and infused within this field of your creation, merging now with your future self a month in front of you as the energy swirls into your solar plexus and merges and moves through your whole body, expanding into your Taurus field as it moves all around. And now you receive this energy, allowing it to emanate as absolute knowing and truth within your energetic field, turning now to your future self that's merging, and the lines are coming out of your solar plexus and moving into yourself 4 months ahead now. And there you are standing on the path of your highest timeline, bringing in all the energy, action steps necessary and perhaps releases that must occur for you to reach this point with an opening and a letting go of any blockage or hesitation that in the past has held you behind from reaching this highest potential. Opening up to this and allowing yourself to merge with yourself 4 months out, attuning to this highest vibration and stepping into and holding the frequency now of your highest self in the 4 month mark. You are embodying and connected and informing and attuning to and are that self. Attuning to and allowing this vibration to move through your toric field, emanating out and through and around you. Begin to attune now as you are moving out 8 months, bending around perhaps the corner through the summer, past and into and through all of the delight, all of the beauty and the experiences that have unfolded as you skip along the path with great joy and expectation of what has been and will be, knowing that it is vibrating at the most high frequency and alignment of the great shedding and the releasing that along the way has occurred for you to reach this potential, attuning to this frequency and recognizing in deep gratitude and congratulating yourself as you pat yourself on the back of all the accomplishments that have occurred to date through the action steps and the energies that you have moved forward and the changes that you have made that have led you where it is that you are, and the courage of this energetic energy here supporting you in this merging through the timeline of your solar plexus into the solar plexus of your future self at the 8th month mark, attuning and expanding this vibration as it moves through your whole torus field, opening and expanding it even further, moving fast forward through a few more months of delight and expanded energy as you reach the end of the year, December 31st, 2024, passing through these energetic gateways and timelines, holding this vibration for a full recognition that it is so, that all things in which you have embedded and seated within the creation of this now moment have come into realization, and you have had the joy of embodying and experiencing and sharing it for yours and all of those around you and the highest good of Mother Earth, all universes, Father, Mother, God, and the universe itself, of service for this planet and all that ever has and ever shall exist. And so it is. Sitting back now in the chair across from this powerful, indigenous, strong, beautiful being, moving into deep gratitude for these visions, these understandings, this wisdom and knowledge, and saying goodbye for now, a place in which you can return at any time. You begin to notice above you a ladder has dropped of sorts, like a staircase that spirals up into the heavens. And you begin to move toward it and walk up the staircase, spiraling higher and higher and higher. And as you spiral up the staircase, you come back up into the daylight of the great realm that you're familiar with in the third dimension, standing looking up at the sky and the light shining on your face, the elements of the wind, the water and the streams, the soil beneath your feet and the light on your face, and perhaps a fire glowing in the distance, attuning to the great Mother Earth in her awakened state in the reality of the 3D dimension. You are holding now the frequency within your toric field of the creation in which you have chosen, and yet seeking and receiving even more assistance. A spiral now drops in front of you at the heart center, a place in which you can begin to climb even more. And you climb quite rapidly. And as you do so, you're moving higher and higher out of the auric field of the earth itself, past her atmosphere, and into higher spaces and places where gravity ceased to exist. And you find yourself floating in the vastness of the darkness and the empty space, as the twinkling of a star may pass by, and the movement of some energy as you begin to swirl through this energy, and it envelops you, and you move beyond the Milky Way and through dimensions unknown within this realm and reality, appearing in a new place unknown to you, which you have not been before, and yet have been and know so well, for it is a home in which you have lived many lifetimes, expanding into this galactic energy, where the star beings that are your star brothers and sisters appear, ones that have seeded so much within you and this planet that you see far in the distance, way beyond the dimension you find yourself on Earth, where they have brought so much to be and are coming rapidly to your planet to assist as you move into the ascension timeline and into the new Earth, reminding you that they shall be appearing more and more in coming days, weeks, and months as your planet moves through gateways and portals and great transformation. They are here to love and to hold your hand, to support you, and for you to receive their great wisdom and knowledge. As many new understandings and teachings and technological advances are being seeded and coming from them, and the assistance of bringing peace, harmony, and balance back onto earth. Attuning to their energy and vibration, begin to attune to a square of the color purple or violet, a very high vibration. It is beyond even the color that you know. It is radiating with swirling gold vibrations moving through it. And as you do so, it appears as something and someone or something or some energy appears for you right now from the galactic core itself and your star brothers and sisters and the beings of great awareness, wisdom, and light. And with that, they share with you at the galactic level in your highest form with your soul star beyond your human experience, showing you the map into the future far beyond that of the blueprint of your human year in which you are grounding into experience. They take their light and they begin to sprinkle it in a sense upon your crown as it moves down through and into your own heart center, expanding into your toric field like fairy dust swirling around you and allowing this swirling blessing of your creation, knowing it can be anything that you can possibly imagine from any place at all, way beyond that in which you know. For let go of all barriers and parameters and allow yourself to dream and to move into the creation process of an infinite possibility filled with miracles where all barriers and ceilings of formation are shattered and they open up you into the space of higher dimensions and the infinite space beyond your knowing, where they bring that infinite energy and sprinkle and swirl it around you, feeling this swirling violet golden energy move through your feet, moving around your legs and your torso, through your breasts and your neck and your shoulders and behind your head and around your crown and back and front, swirling around, receiving this magical blessing. Receiving all of that and more, taking that blessing and allowing yourself to swirl as if you're going down a slide in a spiral formation back into your heart from the heavens above, and feeling the swirling red and golden energy of the powerful indigenous one swirling up from beneath you, merging and bursting within the heart, creating an opening space there of the overlapping of these energies of Father, Mother, gods, of both energies together, the divine masculine and feminine, birthing possibilities into life, in which has occurred, is so. In the receiving of this, opening your heart into gratitude, many blessings, and so it is.
Sorry, I'm here. Hello? One moment, everyone.
Hey, everybody. How far in did we get until it died? Hold on. It was so good. Huh. All the way. Yay, all the way. Okay, we got to the end. It all worked out. All right, hold on. Yay. See? Miracles. I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm just channeling to a black screen. Okay, it worked out. Woohoo. Mwah. Love you guys. Sorry, I have like a bench in the background there. Okay, how do I unmute myself? I am unmuted. How do I unmute? Oh my God, life is so funny. What a trip. Okay, well, what time is it? Oh, and we're on time too. I mean, come on. This is all great. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I'll see everybody in class tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp. Back to work, back to getting stuff done. We've got the healing code with Raphael in February. We got the Don Yu water code in March. We have the new earth code in April. That's all I got so far. It's going to be a fabulous year. Join us, and I'll see you there.